Alrighty folks, it's Dinosaurs. Welcome back for some more Ark survival. It's a new day here, and we have a new dinosaur to go with the new day. We have Professor Polly the Parasaur, who has a saddle. You know why he has a saddle? He's got it because I found a blueprint in a drop. Nice. So I have been able to get the trike saddle and the Parasaur saddle. The only one I've actually learned and made was the Raptor saddle. So there you go. Anyway, I found this guy. He was level 25 when I found him. So much higher level than everything else, and he's much bigger than I thought. Actually, I kind of thought they were more raptorish size, but he's pretty big. And the cool thing about these guys is they move pretty quickly, and they have lots and lots and lots of stamina, or they're very efficient with the stamina they have. Whatever. So you can basically put him in run mode for almost forever. Of course, he doesn't really attack much, and I called him Professor because I gave him the funny dinosaur glasses. Yeah, there, look at that. He looks right at you. That's funny. I gave him the funny dinosaur glasses skin, the primitive dino glasses. I think it looks good. And that, of course, that's a skin saddle. So there you go. Let's just take a look. Yeah, 280 stamina. So he does have quite a bit of stamina, but he also doesn't use it very quickly because that trike over there has a couple hundred stamina now, and he just eats through it in about 2 seconds flat. Alright, so new update today, and everything respawned. I cleared most of it out, but you can see here's some of these little thatch trees, a couple of plants and everything, but this was all completely overgrown again. Everything except what was directly under the house. The other thing I had is the big huge rocks that were here, they respawned. But fortunately when I broke the rocks, all this was still here and everything's going well. So this one, if we look at this, it says Narcoberry seed seedling. So he has not grown to the first or second, whatever, stage yet. But this guy is now a middling. So he's a little bit bigger. He's working on getting bigger. Once these guys, I think they turn to fruitlings or something, and then they actually start generating the fruits and placing them back in here. Of course, you have to keep them fertilized in order for that to happen. Now, I've already used, I think these started out with like 56,000 fertilizer. So I've already used, not half, but close to half, and this guy's not even grown yet. Yeah, anyway, so those take quite a while. And what do I put in here? Oh, just the seeds and stuff. So, some seeds and things. Oh, look at all those things in my inventory. Alright, let's go inside where it's nice and cool, because it's always a hot day around here. And let's just take a look at some of the stuff I've found. So, I am now level 25, and actually, let's take a look at engrams, because you unlock so much stuff at level 25. It's a little bit crazy. Where do we start? Let's see, we had the bookshelf. So the smithy, I think, is the first level 25 one. So we unlocked a smithy, or we can learn a smithy now. Metal spike walls, we can get the metal tools, so the pick, the hatchet, and now the pike instead of the stupid little spears that break all the time. I did read, though, this says you can't throw this one, but I never throw the spears anyway. That's what the bow and arrow's for. We can also get the scorpion saddle, and I just might do that. I haven't quite decided if I want to do that or not yet. We can get the carbonate turtle saddle, whatever you call that. We can get the medium crop plot, metal sign, which, whatever. Stone pillars, stone hatch frame, so a bunch of stone building things. Stone window frame and a wooden window. That's weird. Stone pillar, stone hatch frame, stone window frame, wooden window. Well, I know they just added a bunch more stone stuff to the game in this patch, so I don't know. Maybe that's not quite where it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. At any rate, so I wanted to go, was going to start the recording with going off and learning a bunch of this stuff, but I thought to myself, hey, I'm 25. I can now get the blue supply crate drops. So let's do that for a bit. So I've been kind of just managing things around here, and I ran off to get a few different drops. And look what I found. First of all, the refining forge blueprint, which I already learned the engram on camera a couple of episodes ago, I think, and shouldn't have. So I went against my own rule, and basically, unless you're ready to place it and you need it for something, don't learn it, because you might find a blueprint later. I just found a blueprint for the smithy, so now I don't have to learn that one. I got one for a water jar, which I don't think I can even learn the engram yet. This is better than the water pouch, however, well, it holds more water and it doesn't leak, but it's also 5. Yeah, weight of 5. So I don't know if I really want to make one of those just yet. I haven't had any trouble like getting to water. I also got the medium crop plot and the compass. So I want to craft up a whole bunch of this stuff, and then we'll kind of place some stuff down and go through it. I'm not going to put you guys through me digging through trying to find all my stone and wood and hide and fiber and flint and all that stuff. What I don't have is any of the metal tools yet or blueprints for it, so I might go look for a couple more drops before I start recording again. We'll see. And oh yeah, I did get chitin boots out of one of the drops. So in the previous 2 tiers, I gotten a full set of cloth armor and a full set of leather armor, and this time I just got boots out of one of the blue supply drops. So I kind of thought this was cool. I'm like, hey, if I keep finding armor in these supply drops, I may not even actually have to learn any of the armor. But now it looks like it's slowing down. It's going to become harder and harder to get the armor out of the drops. But I'll give it a little bit longer and see, because in order to actually learn the chitin ones, I'll have to go back and learn all the cloth ones and all the leather ones to get up to the chitin level. So that's unfortunate. But anyway, I think that's about it for now. I did get a couple more big, what are these called? Large storage boxes. And let's see, oh, I did put some blueprints in here. Oh, and I finally figured out why some are blue and some are purple. The blueprints are blue if you can make them. See, 14 hide and 5 fiber for that one. And then they turn purple because there's a red overlay basically on top of the blue saying, hey, I don't have all the pieces to make this, so I don't have enough hide, fiber, or wood to make this trike saddle. So anyway, did I get anything else in here? I didn't. Oh yeah, here's the parasaur blueprint or saddle blueprint thing, and the crop plot and the note. We all know about all this stuff. So I think that's about it. I do have a bunch of just wood and thatch in there. What do we got in here? We'll just go through real quickly. I think I've kind of gone through all this. Oh, I will mention I still haven't made a single arrow, and I now have 3 stacks of them. So you get a pretty good amount of arrows out of the supply drops. I may need to get the trank arrows pretty soon, but I still got a fair amount of those, and I think I actually threw away a couple bows because I had like 4 or 5 bows in here, and a secondary set of leather armor. So there you go. Supply drop. The game seems to be run around and get all the supply drops kind of at this point. Oh, I got paint brushes too, which I haven't messed with. I have to make a dye. You know what? I should make a cooking pot and mess with the dyes. And as you can see, I've been gathering lots of stone and lots of hide. Got lots of narcotics all made up. So just a bunch of stuff. Oh, and this is what we need to work on next is metal. And that's what the refining forge is going to be for. So we're going to have to make that real soon here. But like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and craft a bunch of things, get them placed down, and then we'll just kind of go through the new, what are they? New, I want to say like furniture, but not furniture. The new things, the refining forge and all the other stuff, the cooking pot and all that other stuff that I need to make. And then once we got all that down, we'll kind of go through and refine some metal, and I should be able to make some other tools and all that stuff. So, yeah, let me go get some stuff ready, and we'll be back in a little bit. Alright folks, distracted. There's a blue drop over here, and there's a green one, and I think there might be a second blue. I thought there was one more over here. Anyway, I'm heading out this direction because I actually spent some time building a way out of here. But, as I mentioned, all of the rocks have returned. So, I was going to break this down and show you guys what I had built here. Should just take a minute, I hope. Yeah, these big rocks don't seem to normally respawn. When we got the patch today, everything respawned, and I'm going to have to break through here again. But I did make a way down from the backside here so that we can get up and down, at least when I'm riding a dino. They seem to have a bit of a trouble trying to find their way up and down the ramps I put. Come on, DK, there you go. And you guys are all following? Alright, good. So here we go. Here's the ramps, and I tell you what, this turned out to be a real mess to put together. Quickly before that blue drop disappears. These ramps have to attach to a frame or something. So I put a floor here in that, and then one ramp, and that worked out perfectly. No problem. I can walk up and down it. I tried to do the same thing here, and it ended up being about 4 feet short. So I couldn't quite jump up it. I think we're just going to wait and clear this out on the way back so I can go get that drop. So this one didn't quite make it all the way down, and it only lets you put 3. You guys are going to come right down that. Okay. It will only let you put 3 ramps together until you have something to attach them to, a foundation. So I got to the bottom, and then I wasn't able to add any more ramps, which was really annoying. I couldn't put the foundation on the bottom, like, up out of the ground a bit, is what I was hoping, is just to, like, make it a taller foundation than normal. No, couldn't do that. And anyway, so long story short, once I break the rock over there, maybe I'll show you guys, but I ended up tearing the whole thing down and going back and basically building it from the bottom up. And whoa, that just that was weird, and that's quite a drop. We gotta go around somewhere. Looks like I can get around this way. Anyway, I ended up building all the way up from the bottom. So I did a foundation, and then a wall, and then a roof, and then another wall, and another roof. Anyway, it took quite some time, and it also ended up being, you can't just do one wall. Well, you can. Oh, dang it, there's a raptor there, and I would really like to get him. Is that 2 raptors? It might be 2. That one in the back is definitely a raptor, but let's go try to get this drop. We got a little hunting or a little bit of exploring in here in this episode. Anyway, long story short, you can't do just one wall. It kind of it doesn't align properly for to make the ramp go straight up. It kind of goes up and then goes flat and then goes up and then goes flat, and that didn't work out very well for me. So I had to like do 2 walls, and then you can attach it like halfway up the wall, and then that sort of worked. And then I don't know, whatever. It took quite some doing to try to get that to align properly. Okay, let's just speed the footage and get on over here. Hopefully we won't run into anything too concerning. I like those 2 raptors behind me. Or the carnal ahead of us. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to get to the drop, or at least not directly. The good news is these guys can tear down a carno or a couple of wild raptors like nothing. The bad news is if I spend too much time out here, we're going to miss this drop. I can't get through there. I guess one other comment while we're still heading this way is you notice I'm having to like slow down from time to time. These guys are fast when they're sprinting, but their stamina doesn't hold up. So that's where the parasaur. That's a spinosaur. Okay, we may not be going for that drop after all. That's where the parasaur is nice because you can keep the run speed up kind of indefinitely, pretty close. Well, he's down the way a ways. Maybe I can get around him. Let's see. Famous last words. Let's hope we don't run into anything too bad. Now, he's busy with something right now, but Spinosaurs are basically as powerful as a T-Rex, so he's going to just chew through whatever that is in no time and move on to the next thing, and hopefully the next thing is not us. Ah, dang it. Oh, level 22. I kind of wish we would have got that one. I do want to get like 1 or 2 more raptors, and the higher the level the better, so let's try to get across here. Hopefully the piranhas won't show up and try to eat us. I think this water's too shallow for megalodons, but piranhas seem to be kind of everywhere now, so yeah. Okay, let's come around from this side. The closer I get, the greener it looks. It was a blue drop, right? I know that one on the left is green, but I swear this is blue. Okay, yeah, it looks blue. Oh, this is bad. I shouldn't be going through here and not being able to see. Okay, you guys still with me? Yeah? Can you get up that? Okay. I don't know if these guys could take a Spinosaur out or not. I kind of doubt it. But as long as we're all in good stamina, we can probably get away pretty quickly. Okay, what do we got? 30 left, and all that for a duplicate water jar blueprint. Oh well. You're not red, apparently. Where did red go? There's red. Okay, let's get out of here before that Spinosaur finds us. And where? Okay, everybody's behind me. Good. Right, well, you guys probably can't see a dang thing right now. Sorry. This is already on Gamma 3. I guess I'll take this moment just to mention the darkness levels in this game. Here, I got a torch. Let's do a torch. Bam. The darkness levels are amazing. I mean, you can go from I can see just fine. Well, during the day it's like too bright, and then you can mess with the gamma and you can get it so at night you can see okay without a torch. But then you like go. Oh, it's a parasaur running from a dillo. Okay. But then you go into a deep jungle area or forest slash jungle area like that, and it gets a whole level more dark. So yeah, now see, I haven't changed the gamma, but now you guys can see reasonably well at least. Might still be nice with the torch, huh? Any rate, that was kind of a dud, but yeah, I keep running around looking for supply drops, and I've definitely gotten some good things. Ooh, purple. Wish I could get a purple one. I've definitely gotten some good things, but I'm also getting some duplicates now. So I might try to go get one of those raptors, or both of them maybe, if they don't come straight over here. In fact, oh, there's one right behind there. The problem is if I leave these guys on aggressive to defend me, then they'll just kill the raptor. Okay, we're good? No, we're not good. If I take them off of aggressive, then a single raptor could definitely kill me. Yeah. Let alone a pair of them. Yeah, level 13. Dang it. Alright, well I think there was a couple more raptors down there. I may go take a look, see if I can find a place to get at him. So that one was pretty smart. He couldn't get to me from this side, so he figured out if he ran around up this rock, then he could get up to me. So, they're getting smarter. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'll try to get back home and actually do some building and catch up with you guys then. Bye. For now. Alrighty, folks, I'm finally back at it. I know for you guys it's just been a second. For me it's been... Well, let's look at the map. I may have got a little bit distracted. Yeah, you might notice that pretty much the whole bottom half of the map is filled in now. I went for a blue supply drop, and once I got there I saw another blue supply drop, and once I got there I found a raptor, and then I found another thing, and then Anyway, yeah, I ended up riding all the way to the west coast of the island. Came back to the south, turned to the south. See, I can't move my cursor or anything here. Came back, turned to the south, and came all the way back to the east. So I've pretty much been all the way back and forth across the island and seen a bunch of interesting stuff. But anyway, I was trying to get back and actually do some recording here on making some progress on the base and the next tier of stuff. So let's talk about that. But gee, that was fun. Anyway, okay, so I do have the refining forge down. We've got metal in here getting refined, and it turns out that basically you can use wood thatch or spark powder as fuel in anything, including the campfire. Spark powder, I guess, is like burns twice as long as wood, and I suppose wood burns like twice as long as spark powder or something like that. But anyway, one of the things I did while I was out and about is I actually found some of the metal rocks and dug those up, got a bunch of metal, and that's good because I wanted to craft a few things that require metal, like this compass. Did I not just? Oh, the compass takes actual metal. Well, I'm sure glad I just saw that. There we go. Okay. So it doesn't need metal ingots, it needs raw metal. At any rate, another thing I got, if you might notice in my inventory, is I've got the primitive metal pick. I did not make this one. We actually found it in a dinosaur. When you go out and you kill some of the bigger dinosaurs now, there's a chance for them to have like random equipment or gear or armor or whatever, and I actually got a metal pick. And then, just a few minutes ago, I also, oh, I already put it away. I also got the blueprint, so I can make my own metal pick now. Is it in here? Yes. So let's talk about blueprints for a second. I got a bunch of them, and I just got a couple more actually just before I started recording, so let's put you in here. So the metal pick, I've got the metal door, the metal foundation, the metal wall. So I can do all this without having to learn that. That's good stuff. And what else? Oh, I got a duplicate trike saddle. What is this thing? Blueprint. A duplicate. So I've got two of these now, and I wanted to just talk for a second. Let's see, can I get you both next to each other? There we go. I just want to talk for a second. When you find duplicates, take a look at them, because this one, if we look at the armor and durability, is 30.9, 59.3 durability, and this one's 28.8, 63.5. So there's some randomness to it. So actually, this one has higher durability but lower armor. And I don't know. I think I think higher armor would be good. So I'm just going to drop the other one, and we'll keep the higher durability, the higher armor one. There you go. So there is some randomness to the blueprints, and just if when you get duplicates, take a look at that really closely. I also got blueprints for the chitin gloves and the chitin pants, and I've got my cloth stuff on right now. I already got a pair of boots. And oh yeah, here's a we killed some T-Rexes, and yeah, my group of Raptors, man, they take a T-Rex down, a Bronto, a Spino. I, maybe next episode I'll just go do some hunting or whatever. But at any rate, I got a Rex bone helmet skin, and I put that on the. Oh yeah, I got a chitin helmet too. I got so much stuff. Like I said, guys, it's been a while, so let me put that on just so you guys can see it here real quickly. How do I get to? Let's see. Right alt is. Oh, I didn't put it on. Didn't I put it on? Oh, I put it back in the thing. I keep doing that, don't I? Now I don't know which one it is. Here we go. I double click thinking it's going to put it on my head, and of course I'm in an inventory, so it doesn't do that. That's the skin. It's in the blueprints one, not in the extra equipment one. I guess while I'm here, I'll just mention I've got 200 and some odd arrows, and I have never made an arrow. In fact, I hadn't even learned the engram until just a bit ago, because I needed to make trank arrows, which require that you learn the stone arrow engram. Okay, let's try this again. Can we put it on now? Yes, there we go. And we can see it right here, actually. So I don't know, man. It's kind of a weird skin, but there you go. That's the Rex bone skin for your helmet. So I don't know. I'll leave it on here for now, but yeah, anyway. I also got basically just some random drops for cloth armor and stuff that's a little bit better than normal. So this one's a 10.9 instead of a 10, but it also has better hyperthermic insulation and stuff. So yeah, keep an eye on the stuff when it drops, and you might find some goodies. Okay, so this is out of spark powder. Let's see. Well, I guess some things do need metal and not metal ingots, so we'll leave that there for now. So the next thing is, I ended up putting this out here because this guy, what is this, the smithy? Yes. The smithy actually requires like half a block's worth of room behind it. So I wanted to put it up against the wall, but you can't. So if I were inside, I couldn't put it here. I'd have to actually like place it here, and then have this whole area behind it just empty. So there's a little bounding box issue with placing it. But anyway, let's go and make. I think this requires a smithy. No, it doesn't. All right. Well, we can craft that up. Let's do that. These guys, do these require a smithy? No, they don't either. All right. Well, some of the stuff we're going to get soon is actually going to require a smithy, but apparently not that. Okay, so I know you can get the M for the map, and I know you can. Do I have to like put it in my hotbar, I guess? 7, and then M. There we go. Alright, so we finally can actually look at directions and see which way we're facing. So if I wanted to find north, give it a little bit of time. There you go. Alright, so the blue, actually the blue is directly north of us. This is the blue obelisk. I think I said white earlier, but sometimes it's a little tough to tell colors on this. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So when you're out running around, now I've got a compass, I can tell directions. Now that's not super required. It's helpful, but basically, if you know that the sun rises in the east, or sun and moon rise in the east, and you know sort of what time of day it is, you can decide, okay, where are the shadows? Is the sun rising? If that's east, then this is north, and you can figure your way around. But anyway, so a compass will be nice. It's helpful, especially when you get in the deep forest, the dark forest. It's tough to tell, really tough to tell, and you can't see shadows very well and all that. So that's good. What else did I want to show you guys? Oh, I just put this box down. I did get a couple more boxes out of drops. Let me just see what else is in here, if anything of interest. I think you already saw the Parasaur saddle. That's actually a different one because I did get a double duplicate of that. Oh, I just learned the spyglass recipe because I thought the spyglass would be really good for spotting some of these drops and trying to see if they're blue or green or white. Sometimes it's pretty tough to tell. As well as I've been trying to tame some more raptors, and I've been trying to tame specific raptors. I want a high-level raptor, and in particular, I want a female. So the only thing I've been doing so far is I've been letting the raptor run to me while I'm riding Red, and hit me a few times while I'm like inspecting the HUD and saying, okay, is that a female? Is it high level? Should I bother with this one? And it's really not working out very well, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Anyway, the spyglass can now show you levels, and it's a spyglass. You can see them from afar. So that would be great, except they added crystal to it, and I don't have any crystal. I don't even know where to get crystal. Well, okay. You get crystal out of caves, and I have not stumbled upon any caves, although I do know where one is from looking at a map once upon a time. I think you can also get crystal high in the mountains or whatever, so I may try to go do that. But anyway, back to the raptor story. We now have 4 raptors. I should actually have 6, right? 4, 6. Yes. So unfortunately, okay. So here's our new male, Blackjack. He's let's get a torch out so you guys can see better. Whoa, super bright. Okay. Well, he is pretty dark color. Let me. They keep hitting me with their tails and moving around. Let me turn the gamma down. He's not quite black in this light, but he's pretty dark colored, so he's Blackjack. This is the new one named Petunia. I was actually going to change that, I thought, before I recorded, but I did not. So anyway, Petunia is our newest female, and she was level 20 when I tranked her, and then with the latest patch, you actually get a plus level if you do well at training. So she got a +3 level, and then she's actually leveled up a couple times since then. So she's doing all right. I like to get him over 500 health at least. So she needs a couple more levels of health before I'll start giving her some more melee damage. But some survival is good. Oh yeah, by the way, you might notice a little bit of meat if I take a look at some of these inventories. Yeah, this group, I mean, we were just riding around basically killing, well, kind of everything. You still got to be a little careful. There was a couple times I saw like a pair of T-Rexes, and actually let me get the meat out of here before it spoils. Pair of mate boosted T-Rexes, and they were going to town on basically everything on the beach, so we left them alone. But I've taken T-Rexes down, I've taken Piranhas down, I've taken a little bit of everything down. But you might notice that Xena is gone, and I got another female, and she's gone too. The other female was actually only level 3, and just got killed. So the 2 females that I've lost are due to me trying to tame other stuff, and I'll tell you why. The first one, I went through a river, and of course these guys are not super fast through rivers, but they actually got attacked by can't talk today. You guys are making too much noise. Let's back up. Yeah, they actually got attacked by piranhas while I was running through the river, and I thought, okay, fine, I mean, it's just a piranha, I'm sure they can kill it. Well, it turns out the raptors don't fight back against piranhas right now. So we're swimming through this river, and the new female was only level 3, hadn't really been leveled up for any health or anything yet, and got killed. So I was like, well, that sucks. The next time, I was the same kind of thing, and in this case, again, I've been trying to tame some raptors, so I put them on passive, let the wild raptor run up to me, hit me a few times while I take a look at it and decide, okay, are we going to try to tame this one, or should I just kill it? Because Red can kill it in like 2 or 3 bites, usually. If it's a low level. And so I did that. I decided, no, that one's level 3 or something. We don't want that. So I killed it, and we moved on. Well, a little later, I looked back, and I found out that the guys aren't behind me, or one of them wasn't, and it was Xena. Xena got stuck behind a rock, still on passive, because I forgot to turn her back on to neutral or aggressive or whatever, and that's a blue drop. But that's a really far one. I'm not going for that today. Anyways, she got stuck behind a rock, and when I came back, I found her, and I found she was standing there getting massacred by some other raptor. Turned out the other raptor was like level 1, and anyway, she got killed because she was on passive. So I'd like to make the spyglass. I'd like to be able to see the raptors without having them run straight up to me. The problem is, if I don't, right now, the problem is if I don't put my raptors on passive, as soon as the wild raptor attacks once, all of them just jump it and just kill it, like in no time flat. Gotta love that lighting effect there. If I look up in the sky, it kind of turns down the brightness, and if I look down, the brightness turns up, and the sky gets super bright. Anyway, looks like that's probably it for this episode. So I got the smithy and the refinery. Oh, one more. I guess I did make one more thing. I did make a cooking pot finally. Haven't used this guy yet, but I know there's a bunch of different things we've put in here. Oh yeah, right. So I did get a couple of Rockwell recipes. So here's a soup that gives you hydration and cools you down on hot days. That might be cool. I also heard that there's one that protects you from cold. And I know there are cold snaps that can be really tough to get through. So that might be a neat one to try to make after a bit. We're going to see this takes citronal, which I have seeds for, but I need to make the medium or large plots. And I guess I can do that now. Maybe I'll start on that. And this one is, oh, that's another one of the how to make the medicine one. Actually, let's check real quickly on our narcoberry plots. Something weird happened over here. So this one, yeah, this one still says it's a middling. Now it had 30 narcoberries in here, and I took them out, and now it's not growing anymore. So I don't know what happened. This one actually got to fruitling like it's supposed to, and again, 30 is the max right now. They're about to double that or triple that actually in the next patch, but right now 30 is the max it'll hold. And I don't know why this has a seed and this one doesn't, because I tried putting another seed in here, it doesn't work. But something screwed up. I may have to break that one and replant it. At any rate, we are getting some narcoberries now without having to run around and go pick them up out of the take berry out and go get them. So I'm still storing them on berry because that makes them spoil much slower, but there you go. Alright folks, I think that's probably more than enough for an episode. Yep, looking at the time, I think that will be plenty for now. That's it for now. I still want to get one more Raptor, and I'll see what I can do about the crystal and let you guys know about that in the next episode. Hope you guys are enjoying this. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.